Hello everyone, my name is Luke Lloyd and I'm just got a short little information video for you because we've had a few people struggle when making the jump between streams. So I just wanted to go over a few key features of the Facebook Live I thought would be really vital for you guys to know. The first and foremost of these is the fact that we are currently looking at Chris's stream. So this is what I can see when I'm on a Facebook page. You'll notice on the right hand side is the chat here. And there's a couple of features I just wanted to highlight that I thought were particularly useful. One, in the top right hand corner, you will find the name of the stream. So if you've just had a non-verbal reasoning lesson and you're expecting to have a verbal lesson, it's worth checking to make sure that the title has changed. That means you're in a new location. Other than, of course, make sure you can see the chat. This is where you'll type. You can see our kids here are getting ready for the lesson that's going to go on in 6 minutes' time. Another thing that's really vital, and I think a few people have caught people out, is in the top left, you can just see it here, the right-hand side, where it's got this live button. This live button tells you are currently in the lesson, and it is live. That means if you type in the chat at that moment, Chris will be there and able to respond verbally. What you'll notice, if you, and it's entirely possible to do this, for example, pause, or go back in time to recapture something, so let's say you wanted to see the countdown again, in the top right hand corner this button is now no longer live, it's grayed out. This means you're no longer up to date. Now the way to fix that, of course, is just to drag it to the front to where this thing goes red, and you'll notice here another version of the live button, the bar goes red, and the live button appears in the top left hand corner. And I think this is just something that's worth knowing because we've had a few instances where people perhaps have accidentally paused it, started, or even watched recordings thinking it was live and beautifully typed in the chat all sorts of questions, which we love and encourage. But if Chris or I aren't there, or if you're answering questions that were asked 15 minutes ago in real time, it can be a little less interactive than we would like it to be, and I'm sure you would as well. So just a little short information. And again, in terms of how you'd access this, you'd go back. So this is where you would find the GL stream. It's always worth just scrolling down, and here's the lesson that I just gave 1 hour ago. And of course, we left, we finished, and Chris restarted a new screen. So just checking the time. If you're ever not sure as well and you want to find videos from the past, this tab here, videos, is worth being aware of. In the videos tab, you can find if any are live by using, again, the presence of that current live button. And again, these are in chronological order, and hopefully you can see we've actually started including in the title screen the names. So we've got here, year 5, which lesson it is, and just by clicking on, you can see here's the lesson that I delivered, and then here's the lesson that Chris delivered. But that presence, that line button, all important. One last thing that's also worth pointing out, in the photos, we'll always try and keep the most up-to-date timetables. And if anyone does, for example, any fantastic artwork or put some fantastic work they take photos of and share, this is also where I'll put it. So if anyone does get involved and create some fantastic pieces of art, this is what we'll produce. Thank you so much for your time. I hope this was useful. Just to explain a bit about our process. And of course, also, again, in those videos, every lesson that we've ever done and produced, you'll be able to find. But be aware that, of course, because we stream 3 lessons a week, but twice, you'll end up having 8 per week. And so there's quite a bit of history, so you might have to find your favourite. Brilliant, guys. Thank you so much for your time. Hopefully it was useful. Speak to you all again.